Sorry, I don't... I do not mean to be rude there, young sir. I did just take a couple of belongings from the house. If you do have any kind of issue with that, please raise that with me. I'm staying at the hotel around the road. You know, I'm open to anything. I'm a tourist here. I don't understand the customs. I'm just going to give you a wee pat on the shoulder before I go. And moving on. Good morning, and welcome to the lovely town of Into the Radius. We are going to be off exploring the sunny sights and seeing what this town has to offer for us today. We're just going to gather up a few things. I was thinking about taking some kind of packed lunch as recommended. We're just going to grab a few muesli bars, chuck them in there. Oh, there the doors. Grab some rice crackers, and the door's going to fight me on that again. Oh, okay. And we're going to grab some of these lovely syringes. Now, I've been told that these syringes may come in handy while exploring the locals, and so we're just going to go by what the travel guide says and follow along with that. So now we've got our packed lunch. I'm going to take those. We've also got some other essentials that we do need to take. One of these being a pistol, which has got some bullets in it. Lovely. We do also need to make sure that all of these magazines are full, as it also is recommended by the locals to come prepared everywhere you go. So yes, we are just going to fill that up there. That is fine. Let us take some of the extras, because you never know what you may encounter while out there. And then of course, most importantly, we will be taking our cigarettes. Now, I have been told by more than one person that smoking is bad for your health, but not so much Into the Radius. So we're just going to take this along with us. We are going to be leaving our hotel at the sunny time of 8 in the morning and go on a little bit of tour to see what it has to offer us. So off we go. I do have to say some of the scenery is quite interesting. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before, which is cool. I do like to explore new things. So this man here, he's going to be our tour guide for today. I'm just going to finish my cigarette. Do need to follow all of his instructions, and away we go. Now, just checking our itinerary for today. Now we have a couple of things we need to get to. Just we're going to explore this properly. It looks like we're going to be going to the peninsula, seeing what they have for us there. And here we are. We are now in the peninsula, ready to see what sights it has to offer. As you can see, there are boxes and tyres and cars all around. It's a very busy place. There's a lot going on, lots to see, lots to focus your eyes on. It's really lovely. There is also this giant ball of a gravitational anomaly in the sky, which really adds a bit of atmosphere. Now, I do really appreciate when a town or a city or a place that I travel to really goes all out on the experience, and it looks like that's exactly what they've done here. So top marks for that. I do have to give them that. Now, as our travel itinerary does say, we're going to be travelling around here through the bay. Now, we may encounter some local wildlife, some local inhabitants of the peninsula, and we will try to be as polite as we can when we move through their spaces. I think it's really, really important that we engage with the locals on their terms. You don't come in with any of that ideology and all that sort of stuff that may not be their way of life. So we will just approach them, we will see how they choose to interact with us, and we will give the same energy back. Now, again, they have, the weather is something to, good morning, sir, is somewhat lacking. Like, I do probably prefer a little bit more of a sunny, some light coming through. Would look quite nice on a lot of these dead trees here, but it does add atmosphere. It's something different, and that's what we do here. We're all about looking for something a little bit different, something that you wouldn't see in a normal travel guide. And like, look at that. Like, how many places you go to Rome? Now tell me, you go to Rome, you go to Europe, you go to anywhere like that. How often are you just going to find a shotgun shell just sitting on a table like that? Just just for the tourists' leisure. Like, I could just take that. I can make use of that somehow. It's free. It's open to the public. This is the kind of energy I want to see. Good morning, sir. Oh.
Firing.
Yes, I totally agree. I do just want to say that I do come in peace. Oh, okay. All right. Shit.
Say goodnight.
Okay, so looks like we're just going to have to go for round 2 today. We did encounter a few locals. They were not super stoked to see us, not quite welcoming in the way that I was quite hoping. Now, they did commandeer, I guess we could say, most of the belongings that I had, packed lunch specifically, which I'm actually a little bit disappointed about. But lucky thing about this lovely world is that I do get to go back into that peninsula that we were in before, and we can ask them back politely. Now, I did lose most of the things that I have. I do still have a few of these cigarettes, which I do feel like I need. Cool. All right. Now, back in we go. Now, here we are back again, now just approaching the small village that we saw earlier. I do feel like I potentially may have come off on the wrong foot with these people. Good afternoon, sir. So we are just going to try a little bit of a different approach. Now, I think where I did go wrong last time is to do with this pistol I have here. So now in the radius, you do have to pay quite close attention to all of the things that you are doing. It's not as simple as just pressing a button to reload, all that sort of stuff. Now, each of these bullets, as you may have seen before, needs to be loaded one by one. Then the magazine goes in here, it is drawn back, and we are good to go. The mistake I did make before is I had the safety on. Now, when I was trying to engage with these people before, that did cause quite an issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that safety off, and we are going to try this again. Now, hello, I do believe you may have something of mine. Actually, that's it right here. So I'm just going to jump in and grab that. I wonder if I can just... Yes, I do have all of my things. Now, I am looking a bit hungry, judging by the yellow mark that I have there. So I'm just going to help myself to all the protein right here. Just before we get in there and get amongst it, just trying to find exactly where my mouth is here. It's just a bit of a common problem that I have, to be totally honest with you. I do just struggle sometimes to find the mouth. Yeah, no, we're not having a whole lot of luck. I wonder if... Okay, we might just flag that for now. We will try a ration cracker. Now these you can just take out. You could just munch on those. Very cool. And as I do this, you will notice that the yellow bar at the bottom there does refill, which helps me know that I am not hungry. So we will just keep snacking on these bad boys until the yellow bar is gone. Now, there's going to be quite an experience to see. It's quite a sight. It's actually what drew me into visiting the peninsula. A giant title. Oh, excuse me. Hi there. I was just telling the audience about some of the experiences we're going to be seeing in town. Yes, it is lovely to see. What I'm going to do is right up here. Hello, sir. Yes, lovely to meet you as well. Off you pop there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now, I am just going to put that in there for those in. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay, we may just have to... So lucky for things, and also just give them to help us get back up here to where kill.
Firing!
Awesome. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, I do appreciate the sound that you're making. This is very interesting. Now we have a single bullet left.
Changing the mag!
Okay. Changing the mag. Fantastic. Thank you for letting me know. I really do appreciate that. Communication is key after all. Now we are just going to grab. Just going to refill these as you see, one by one. Very cool. Put that up there. Oh, yeah. Over here. Just grab that there.
Engaging!
Put it there. Fantastic. Now look at that. Now I do believe I don't hear anybody else anymore, so we may be alone in this wee village, cozy village. Look at the way these people live. I do not want to speak down about any experience or the places they do live. Look at this, wonderful. Could do with a wee bit of a tidy, maybe a vacuum, something like that. I am going to have to mark down the housekeeping on this one potentially. Excuse me, there's just one. Well, that's that. I think changing colour scheme here may mean this wave is about to raise away. So, what I am going to do is I am just going to pop back to the hotel for now. We'll see if we can catch the taxi there, but just because I don't know if it's going to be the best place to stay. It's going to this goes down. It's just going to run. Just going to keep running.
God damn it.
And welcome back again. Now, as you can see, I did get taken out by the gigantic wave that does roll through the peninsula here, and I did lose everything again. Now that is okay. We are here for an extended stay, so we are going to pop right back in here. See if we can get. See if we can get to that the bridge that we're going to see, and some of these collectibles that we do need to acquire. Now, third time is the charm. I am not going to let this skim down. I'm just going to jump right back on that horse and get in there. So let's go. We have got that with us. Yes. Awesome. Now, I do believe that when this big wave rolls around again, the town and its inhabitants do return. So anything, yep, as stated right there, yep. Yep. Good. Now, as you can see, there is someone through the trees. Oh, and hello, sir. You aren't Adam. Cool. Okay, fantastic. Just now, these big balls, you do want to avoid those, as they do hurt quite a bit. Oh, that man is on the roof. Who is it on the roof? No longer. It's going to get out of that. We're still doing okay. Now, one of the cool things is that when that wave does roll through, everything does reset. It turns back to the way it was before with some slight alterations. Now, normally, I had done a wee bit of an explore before a scope out, before I did turn the camera on here for you guys. Yes, very nice to meet you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now, it's very important to leave these places the way that you find them, but one thing that is quite important is they do leave some belongings behind. Now, what I can do is I will try and do... Oh! Right. Oh, we could potentially combine these into one, just to help us here. This one here. This one here. Fantastic. We have one of those at the ready. Do have another one in there. Let me just get rid of that because it's empty. Okay, right. Now I am not feeling very confident about heading around the corner here to this peninsula, as I am running quite low on supplies. Okay. But my mama did not raise no quitter, so off we go. Oh, just oh, hello. Yes, I do see you there. Okay, I'm just going to come a wee bit closer. Hi. Oh, Lord. Hello? You have stopped making noise, which does concern me. I do wonder if we just need to move on. Just going to collect some things if we can anyway. And perhaps we will just take the win. And shite. Now we are completely out of the only thing left for me to do is go. So back we go. Right back to the hotel, gather ourselves, fill. Okay. Good afternoon. Good evening. Sorry, yes, we're just going to be heading back to the hotel. Okay, that didn't go as well as I would have hoped. We're just going to have to get out there and try again. Unfortunately, we are now starting to run quite low on supplies, which is a great time for me to mention another amazing thing that this hotel does have to offer. Good morning, everybody. Oh, no, sorry, good evening. We may have to we snooze before we head back in. Now, we did mention this machine here, which does, we can sell some of our junk. We get some credits there. I have 2015. That is not the year. Good year for me, but we won't delve into that for right now. Now, this here is the hotel shop. Now, there is just assortment of items that we can go and help ourselves to, provided we do have the correct amount of funds. Now, another really interesting part of this whole radius is that as you progress further and further into those levels, completing more and more tasks that are set out for you, your security level does increase. As we see here, there is security level 2, going to security level 3. I believe that is as high as it goes. Right now, as you may have guessed, I am only security level 1, which means I do not have access to any of the cool stuff, but look at it all. Look at just the amazing amount of things that we can pick up. We can get attachments, we can put things on there, all sorts of things where we can get different outfits and things, so we can carry different assortments of bits and pieces inside of there. Helmet cowl, that would be quite useful. Other backpacks in case you do lose the one that you are carrying. Then yeah, pouches, all sorts of things, helmets, very lovely. More attachments, just attachments. Some nice shotguns there, I would quite like those actually. We have our pistols, and then we have our very basic stuff here, which is all I'm allowed because yeah, items here. So I do need at least a couple of these and at least 2, 3, let's say, of those. Let's see what that's going to cost us. 720, very reasonable. Now we are also going to be needing a reasonable amount of health, as that has been a wee bit of an issue with us in the past. Now just going to grab, let's say, how many can we afford? $1,000 worth, that seems. Yes. Now did I drop anything there? Don't know if that still belongs to the shop. We'll just have to survive. Right. Okay. Now we're just going to pop back inside here and make use of some of the space around us. Oh, actually, why don't we just pop up here? As you can see, it is now starting to get a bit darker. Now, it does add to the atmosphere, which is wonderful. It's a lot spookier at night. I do find myself on edge a bit more at night, but that does come also with its own host of problems. Now, in the evening, the inhabitants of the radius do seem to get just, you know, that wee bit more excited. I wouldn't like to use the word aggressive. That doesn't seem very good with me, but yes, for lack of a better term, we're just going to have to go with that for now. Right, now we're just going to pop some of these right here. Quick access, very good. Jab, bam. We're actually just going to use one right now because I'm running a bit low. Okay, right. Now, just because it is getting a wee bit late, I am just going to head back inside. We are going to have a wee sleep till the morning, and we will pick it up from there. Ooh. Okay, another day. Oh, no, it is morning. Okay, that's all right. I think we can live with that, as we do have this handy little torch right here. So let us. Oh, it's actually quite pretty. Okay, right, on we go. Hello, yes, good morning, sir. Now, we were going back to the peninsula, weren't we? Yes. Now, obviously, I've only been to the peninsula so far for this video, which has been fun, and that is what we would consider level 1. Now, there are obviously a few others as we go, so I will need to step up my game to get there, but that's not what today is about. Today, all we are trying to do is, we are just trying to, once again, get around here, over this bridge. That's all we're really going to have to do. There's just get the stuff that I dropped and try to return back home with it. Now every time that flows through, everything resets, and including the inhabitants. So they go back to, I won't say original positions, because they do change about. It is different every time, which always helps it feel exciting. It helps not feel stale, like you're just repeating the same.
Time to walk.
Whoa!
Yes. Thank you. Right, that's just wonderful. That's exactly what we needed to get that man gone. So let's just refill that while we're here, while we have a quiet moment. We're just gonna get rid of it. Okay, now there is this town up ahead. We normally do cross over down here as the road does tend to be unsafe. Now, the lovely inhabitants of this town up here do seem to cause some issue whenever I try and cross the bridge. That was silly. Let's just do a wee bit of distance again. Let's head for this rock. That was poor planning on my part. I do apologise. Just as we have a quiet moment. Oh, no we don't. Oh, no we don't. Run. As you can tell, it's quite stressful. There's a lot going on you have to pay attention to. There's always things. Got him. Oh. Nice. Oh. Right there.
Swapping bags. Say goodnight.
Oh, that's what you get. Okay. Now, that was close. Not gonna lie about that. Let's just pop that back in there. Actually, no. Let's put that in there. And we seem to have dropped one of the magazines. I thought I was. Oh, is that it down there? It is! Yes! Okay, so we do need some more health. Oh, that was very close. Let's just pop another one of those while we're there. Now, this is something that is going to come in rather handy. A shotgun. Wonderful. Okay. And some. That doesn't go. Okay. Is that a more bullets for something else? Very good. Now, how do I? Ooh, okay. Hang fire team just while I figure out how this works. Oh yeah. One. Oh. Oh, yes, very good. Now, how would I grab that naturally, pop it there in the bag, so I can just pull that off, grab that, one shot. Very cool. Okay, fantastic. Now, something I haven't shown off, and maybe I should do once I get back to the hotel, is all your items, they have a bar here at the top. We do have the stats, the breakdown, all that sort of stuff, but point and shoot doesn't really matter that much. And you can see it's looking a bit dusty. It's looking a bit worse for wear. So we can take it back to our hotel, and there are supplies there where we can clean it, and we can get in the barrel. Oh, that's dark. We can get inside the barrel. We can clean it all out, and this bar will increase and will become more effective. Now, not going to worry about any of that right now. We are reloaded and everything, so let's just have another explore. Oh, that's okay. Now, anything in here that is useful to me? That is useful. That's money, so sure. Ooh. just in the efforts of being conscious with their equipment. Sorry. I don't think it's safe for you up here. I think perhaps that you should head back down with me if you just take my hand there. Oh, sorry. Let's just put down here, should be okay. Okay. Fantastic, here we are at the bridge. Oops. So, I do need to just cross over a wee bit here. Can I zoom in? I can, that's very cool, okay. So I've got to go past this first section here. I can see there's a bit going on, so we're just going to combine those for whatever reason. We'll pop that there so we have that space available. We've got a shotgun, we're doing good. Okay, onwards. Now, just need to avoid these things for now. Just going to yes, oh yes, okay. Make our way through here without disrupting anything too much now. You can see there's just over this way. Okay, so just there must be an option to jump. Is I'm not feeling good about my chances here, but away we go. Yes. Oh, look at that. I do believe that's something I left behind previously. Is there anything I can. Yes. Yes. So this, look. Oh, I apologise for my change in tone, but it's been quite a journey trying to retrieve all these items that I did drop on a previous excursion. Now we do have some bullets in there. Fantastic. Am I able to carry that? Probably not, no. Now we are going to return to the hotel with our spoils. We're not going to push it today. We are frankly going. Now I got to tell you, that was quite the journey. We did get everything we need, so we'll just be returning back now. Wait. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, look at that. Somehow we did. Let's just save the batteries there. We did get this other bag, which is wonderful. Not quite sure why, but take the win. Just temporarily, I'm just going to pop it over here for now. Okay, missions. What do we have? Ready to complete. Deliver the artifact. Okay, this one. Look at that. Very interesting, strange. Don't know what it does. Put it in there. Ooh. Look at that. 300 things. Some security points. Do we go up a level? No. Damn.
So that was Into the Radius, a bleak, unsettling destination with hostile locals, questionable safety standards, and surprisingly deep systems once you settle in. It's a slow, tense, and deeply uncomfortable in the best way. As a tourist experience, I'm giving it 4 out of 5 pina coladas. I've been Mitch, your VR tourism expert, and until next time, don't panic.